We're going to find the sum of the series given here. It's a telescope series. So basically what we want to do is look at the pattern. If you look, it's kind of small here, but we have a 3, 5, 7, all the way to 21 here. And that's just, and then we have a 10 here. So that's the first 10 odd numbers. And odd numbers are usually 2n plus 1 or 2n minus 1. But since 3 is our starting point, and this is your first term, this is the one that gives you 3 for your first term. So we can write a sub n equals 2n plus 1. And then for the denominator, write this as a sub, let's just write this right here, 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus dot 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 plus n squared. So basically looking at n squared, that's this formula right here. We're going to rewrite this as a sub n equals 2n plus 1 divided by this formula here for this. So that's going to be n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Now let's bring this 6 up here. So that's going to give us 6 times 2n plus 1 divided by n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1. Now what happens here is these two cancel out. So we're left with 6 divided by n times n plus 1. And for this, I want to use partial fraction decomposition and write this equal to a divided by n plus b divided by n plus 1. And very quickly, that means 6 equals a. If you clear the fractions, n plus 1 plus b times n. All right, so basically if n is 0, that knocks that one out, and you're going to get a equals 6. And if n equals negative 1, that knocks this one out, and you get negative b equals 6 or b equals negative 6. So there's that. And what we would do, and I'm trying to save some space here, so I'm going to rewrite this as equal to a is 6 and b is negative 6. And I can factor out a 6 and get, we're doing the sum from k equals 1 to 10 of 6. I'm factoring out a 6 of 1 divided by k minus 1 divided by k plus 1. All right, in the next step, I'm going to pull out that 6, and then we can write out some terms. So basically what we have is 6 times the sum, and again, we're going from k equals 1 to 10. Because remember, that's our last term. We are doing this 10 times. It's fixed. So we had 1 divided by k minus 1 divided by k plus 1. I think, yeah, I did it right. Okay. So now that we have that, let's write out at least 3 terms and see what we get. So when you have the k is 1, we're going to get 1 minus 1 half. When k is 2, you get 1 half minus 1 third. When k is 3, you get 1 third minus 1 fourth. And then you're going to get plus dot 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 plus 1/10 for the 10th term minus 1 divided by 11. All right, let's see what we can get. Now this is a telescope series. That means it collapses on itself. And let's see the pattern. What we're crossing out is the last term here with the first term. Right? So the last term with the first term. The last term with the first term. So whatever's here, last term with the first term. So we're left with this first term and this last term here. So we're going to get 6 times 1 minus 1 divided by 11. So basically this is 6 times 11 divided by 11 minus 1 divided by 11, which is 6 times 10 divided by 11, which equals 60 divided by 11. And that is it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.